all of you for the 18th edition of the Chennai International Film Festival, which is happening with the support of the government of Tamil Nadu and all the film lovers like you. This year, we were wondering whether, due to the pandemic, whether we will be able to conduct the film festival in its usual style. And thanks to the support from the government and film lovers from you and various embassies, which have also supported us in this event happening. I welcome one and all for this inaugural function. I would like to also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kalaipalli Thanu, President, Film Federation of India, Mr. Katragata Prasad, President, South Indian Federation of Commerce, Mr. Ravi Kotarakara, Secretary, South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Katharina, Director, Goethe Institute, His Excellency, Young Consul General of the Republic of Korea, Her Excellency, Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany, Her Excellency, Consul General of France in Pondicherry and Chennai, and the Director of Alliance Francaise, and all friends, welcome to this inaugural. This year we have 91 films in this 18th edition, coming from about 53 countries. There are 17 films in the Indian panorama, and we have the usual Tamil cinema competition as well this year. So I wish all of you a happy viewing from today to the 25th, and I welcome one all again. Thank you.
Sir, to all the dignitaries here and all to our friends present here, Suhasini introduced us to everybody, but she never gave the right introduction about herself. This is, sorry, I should say, Hasini is a person who is close to all the film buffs in India. Especially why? Because her passion, her family is only dedicated to cinema. Father, Charu Hasan sir, Kamal Hasan sir, and her contributions, you cannot tell, sir. She's an artist, she's a director, she's a performer, and name it. She has lived cinema, sir. And let us not forget Sri Mani Ratnam also. Okay. And just think, one person can create hell beings and they can dominate the industry. If two such great people with great talent join together, you know what they could do. Her husband is one of the biggest directors in India, sir, and who has made Tamil industry, our Indian industry, very proud. Her husband's name is Mani Ratnam, who will give fantastic films, you know. He's a legend of us on the side. And sorry, I have to say this because I felt it was not right. She was not giving her introduction to herself. So you should give it, the right due to her. That's how I have to say this. Next, I would also like to say, I would recall something what happened in 2001-2, when the festival, these festivals, in the Chennai was in earlier days, run. At the time, we never had festivals. We had very few festivals. Only we had the IFI, which we used to take place. At the time, this person called Mr. Tangaraj came and said, we have to start festival. We have to do something for the industry. I said, what you're doing? You are being in the RBI. What you would do? You are from the RBI. What you would do? Then he said, I got a body called CIF, which, we screen films for people who are interested. We are going to promote a festival. He came with a proposal to Chamber. And then 2003 onwards, we started doing the Chennai Film Festival, sir. In fact, we should give a big hand. In the cinema festival, Tandai Endral, Tangaraja Avaru. Our Illai Endral in the film festival, inge nadakkaadu. And first, I would like to honor, on behalf of all of us, because we are all film buffs, we would like to honor Mr. Tangaraj. This year we started with the film festival at Goa. On the same day, India saw something different. Wherever film is there, we do something different and it becomes a record. On the same day the film festival started at Goa, we started the inoculation, that is the vaccine program in India. That is the COVID vaccine, started on the same day, and for 130 million people we are going to, proceed with this vaccination. The world slept during Corona. The world completely slept. But only one group, that is one industry, looked after the whole world. We were all confined to houses. We are sitting in houses doing nothing. Tensed, whether we should go outside. We can't travel, we cannot speak to people. But only one industry again stood by them. We were sad, we never knew, we never had livelihood, we never had money to live. But again still only one industry stood with them. That industry is nothing but our film industry. Our film industry entertainment. We made you feel secure at your house. We made you stay at your house, gave you a positive, thought that you will fight out Corona. We entertained you. So I don't want to take much time. We got fantastic films here. Kindly watch these films. And we have got dignitaries from different countries. All your films are going to be screened here. தயவு செய்து நம்ம இங்க இருக்கிற எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃபிலிம் சார்ந்தவங்க எல்லாரும் படம் பாருங்க, என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்க. கஷ்டப்பட்டு கொண்டு வந்திருக்கோம் படம், பாருங்க, என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்க, படிங்க, பெரிய டைரக்டர்ஸ் ஆங்க. And come back with your film to the same festival. Thank one and all.
Similarly, ICAF Chennai International Film Festival 18th celebrations. We never expected after this pandemic season this will happen. Even in Goa, there is a restriction of 200 seats only in Goa. Out of 200 seats, 150 seats only were allotted to film industry. Balance government officials, ministers, like that. Only, that auditorium is 2,500 capacity auditorium, but Goa Film Festival, government has allotted only 50 seats passes. Whereas here, like Satyam Complex, who has 3 screens and other cinema halls, those who are not able to watch films, international films in Goa or anywhere in the world, they can watch happily here. 92 plus only international films, plus other Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, 12 Tamil films. All the films are worth watching. So I advise all the Viscom students and everybody to watch these international films. Where you missed in Goa, where this year because of the restriction, now happily you can enjoy all the films and praise. I must talk about Kangara sir, as Ravi sir said. He will not sleep. His mind is only film festival, film festival, film festival. He used to go to all festivals in the world, wherever it happens. Any festival he will not miss. He will, because of this pandemic season, he might have missed. But this year, only first to organize the International Film Festival in Chennai is only Chennai International Film Festival. Similarly, used to contact every consulate, every country consulate, those who produce films, and get international films to India and particularly to Chennai. All, I welcome the consulates here, consulate generals here, everybody. I request all of you to watch all the films, other countries' films also. Not only your country, other countries' films also. This is a great opportunity for you all to watch world films. That opportunity was given by Chennai International Film Festival, and I congratulate Ramakrishna Garu, the Vice President, Thangaraj Garu, the General Secretary, Murali Garu, other secretaries, and AVM Shanmugam, the committee members and other committee members, Manobala sir and all others. I congratulate everybody and thanks for the opportunity given to me.
சற்றப்ப 18 வருடங்களாக தங்கராஜ் அவர்கள் அரும்பாடுபட்டு சென்னை இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவலை தொடர்ந்து நடாத்தி வருகிறார். 10 லட்சத்தில் உதவிக்கரம் நீட்டிய தமிழக அரசு 25 லட்சம், 50 லட்சம், இப்பொழுது இருக்கக்கூடிய தமிழக அரசு 75 லட்சம் அள்ளி வழங்கி இந்த விழாவுக்கு மிக சிறப்பினை சேர்த்திருக்கிறார்கள். கோவாவில் திரையிடப்பட்ட அத்துணை சிறப்புமிக்க படங்களை எல்லாம் சகோதரர் தென்னிந்திய திரைப்பட வர்த்தக சபையின் செயலாளரும் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெடரேஷன் ஆஃப் இந்தியாவுடைய செயலாளருமான ரவிக்கொண்டார் அவர்கள் அரும்பாடுபட்டு அத்துணை சிறப்புமிக்க படங்களை எல்லாம் இங்கே திரையிட நீங்கள்லாம் கண்டு களிப்பதற்காக ஏற்பாடு செய்திருக்கிறார்கள். அதற்கு தென்னிந்திய திரைப்பட வர்த்தகசையும் இந்திய திரையுலக சம்மேளனமும் இதற்கு அரும்பாடுபட்டு உழைத்திருக்கிறார்கள். நீங்களெல்லாம் கண்டு களித்து களிப்பீர்கள் என்று நான் சொல்லி வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி தெரிவித்து அமைக்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம். Unfortunately, I'm still working on my Tamil, so please be patient with me. I'm very happy to be part of this event tonight. Actually, out of the 4 German films that will be part of the festival, I only saw one. And what you heard about my past, I'm really a film fan, so this is very unusual. So lots of the German films who premiered last year, no one had a chance to see them due to Corona, because either we were in lockdown or we were scared. So I actually had to travel half the world to see some German films here from last year. So I'm very happy that we all get to catch up together, because I'm sure if it's true for German films, it's also true for the other international films, that you have been waiting for the release. So thank you so much for the grand occasion to watch films together again, which is a pleasure to see a full cinema hall after so long. Please do enjoy.
Vanakkam. Congratulations, 18th Chennai International Film Festivals. As you know, the Indian films like, Three Idiots or Dangal were very, very popular in Korea. As you know, the Korean cultural products, including Korean film like Parasite, Korean K-pops, Korean dramas are gaining popularity in India. Also, in addition, as you know, the large Korean companies, including Hyundai, are operating in Chennai. So I hope this kind of economic or cultural exchange to be continued and expanded. Mika Nandri, thank you very much.
Vanakkam, but what can I say? My Tamil is not as good as that of Katarina, definitely. Dear representatives of Chennai International Film Festival, of the Cine Appreciation Foundation and of PVR Cinemas, dignitaries on the dais and movie enthusiasts, dear colleague from the diplomatic community, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I join this auspicious event today. I vividly remember last year's opening movie, Parasite. It was one of the last live events that I recall. It was a great evening, and I think we'll have a great evening ahead again. Since Parasite, basically, or a couple of weeks, days later, our lives have been marked by COVID. And being back now in real life, we must not let our guards down completely. I mean, all of us, we know that the situation in Europe has deteriorated considerably. We have new mutations. Some countries have even been cordoned off. So I would encourage everybody to wear the mask as often as possible and try to keep the distance. The vaccination drive will help, but it will take a little bit longer. But one thing has not changed due to COVID, and these are the bilateral relations between India and Germany, and between Tamil Nadu and Germany, and they are thriving. Culture is a very important element of it, and I'm very happy that the Goethe Institute this year again is partnering with the International Film Festival. Katarina already mentioned the carefully selected movies, and what I noticed looking at the program is there are quite a number of co-productions amongst the movies. And this means this festival is really truly international. There are no boundaries if you cooperate. This is a good sign, and as much as we cherish our respective cultures and identities, we must remain open for exchange. We need to remain curious. We share a lot of values and beliefs after all, and we can promote them together, for instance via watching movies and making movies together. This all is a precondition for mutual understanding and respect, and definitely cultural cooperation makes the world more peaceful. Let me conclude you by congratulating the organizers for choosing a French movie, La Fille au Bracelet, as opener for tonight. You might know that French-German friendship is something very particular, and it's a model beyond Europe as well. That's why I'm mentioning that so often, and I guess Lise does that as well. So enjoy the evening, enjoy the movie, and the others to come. They will open your eyes and enrich your perspective. Thank you very much.
So I'm very happy to be here. I'd like to thank Mr. Tangaraj for all the effort put in putting together all the films of the selection. I think it's very nice for you, for the audience, to be able to see movies which are not available usually on commercial basis, and definitely the selection of the French movies that you will have to see is really nice, and I'm really waiting for seeing some of the movies. I won't be long, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting cinema, and I think that we are very happy to be in your very nice hall today. It's a real pleasure, and enjoy the festival, and I really hope that you will come as well to Alliance Française. We are organizing screenings of films very often with Mr. Tangaraj and ICAF on a very regular basis. We have a weekly program of cinema when the situation is safe, and you are all very welcome to the Alliance Française for that. Thank you so much.
Dear members of the Cine Indoor Appreciation Foundation, dear members of the Chennai International Film Festival, dear colleagues, Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir, dear friends, good evening. I'm very happy to be here in Chennai, the heart of Hollywood industry. We are really proud, the French team with Bruno, the French consulate together with the Alliance Française of Madras. We are really honored to be that France is the country, the guest of honor country. France and India have in common the passion for cinema. France is the birthplace of cinema, and France contributed in many ways to the cinema history and cinema innovation, including creating the filmmaking process itself. On the other hand, India is the biggest producer of film in the world and the second oldest film industry. And we have another thing in common. French people and Indian people love cinema and love going to the cinema theaters. In spite of COVID and in spite of the development of video platforms, our people keep going to the cinema theaters, and that's a good sign. And it's a pleasure to see people in the hall tonight. We have a long history in Tamil Nadu. France and Tamil Nadu are old friends, if I may say so. And not only because of Pondicherry and Mae and Yanao, but because we have a Tamil links. We have a Tamil community in France. We have a Tamil community in the French Réunion Island, in the Indian Ocean. We have family ties together. So that's with pleasure that we do cooperation together. And the French team, as I say, we're here to do more cooperation with Tamil Nadu in the arts, in cinema, in culture and education. I also wanted to draw your attention that as a guest of honor, we're going to propose you 6 films. I would like to draw your attention that we propose you a gender-balanced selection of films. 3 of them are directed by women and 3 of them are directed by men. France is very committed to the promotion of equality between men and women in many sectors, including in the arts and in cinema. I wanted to draw your attention to one last point. France is also committed to promote diversity and to promote French-speaking countries' cultures. And in this selection, you will find one film that is not French. It's an African film made by Mamadou Dia from Senegal. And it's how we promote the diversity of French-speaking cultures. maybe next year we're going to propose you an Indo-French film. So more to come.
Yes.
Because we have projects going on. I wish you a very nice film festival. Enjoy. Nandi.
இந்த படவிழாவை நடத்துவதற்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்த the dignitaries, film industry people, and more than that, we are friends, right, sir? Really, we are happy to see such a wonderful crowd here. Everybody was telling, Tangaraj, ஆள் வராதியா அப்படின்னாங்க. சார் பரவாயில்ல சார், மறுநாளாச்சும் நடத்திக்கிறோம் சார் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம். But by God's grace and with support of all the people, we are having a very successful festival. Even the day number 1, there was a huge crowd. We are not able to get seats like that. Same thing will happen every day, sir. It's not a problem. The selection of films are very good. We will also enjoy it. Please enjoy it. Thanks for all your support. Please enjoy it.